And then jump in. You
Let's get a vote going.
As a way to really get on top of this Nature's Prophet in laning. So if Puppy's able to get an angle, it could be good.
It could be. Let's find out what they do. Game 1 in this best of 3. Secret. All smoked up. Giving high fives across the river between Nisha and Sumail. Look at that. Sportsmanship from them. Get themselves ready for this series. And game 1. Incredibly important to set the pace. I kind of feel like both of these drafts very, very evenly matched. We've had a fair few games and series where there's been, out drafts and gotcha picks at the end. But it seems like both of the captains have got everything covered. From tower push to team fight to catch and kill. There's even a couple of saves in there as well.
Going into mid to late game, obviously I love the toolkit that Secret has. I love having a Slark, Monkey King, Enigma, Tricore versus Pudge. It is so hard for him to deal with. You have a lot of ways to get on top of this Nature's Prophet. You can set up in the side lanes with someone like Tusk. And
thanks for that exclusive sub on the crouch camp today. Is it cold today in Sweden? So cars it's looking smaller than usual.
And a lot of really good tools. Their lanes are definitely not weak by any means. At the same time, I think they do struggle playing into Nigma in the earlier game. I'm talking around 10-ish minutes. We've seen in the past this Nature's Prophet TPing mid at 5 minutes and pushing tower with the cart and the trees. If they do that this game, I think it's really, really difficult for Secret to defend from that. It's a mid Slark. What is mid Slark meant to do?
Pounce away.
Yeah.
Just pounce away.
It is a gotcha stream after all.
We by extension, Nigma are on a timer.
Suck these
do you think they have to win the game by 30 minutes or so, or have some kind of lead by that time?
Not necessarily. It would obviously be ideal, and it would make the execution of the game much easier. But at the same time, you're looking at
holy shit, Waves are getting stomped 2-1.
He's going to scale up into.
It's actually a manly stream. It used to be close.
Build, probably.
Remember the good old days? It used to be close.
Any type of damage, really, as he's going to be splitting your bot lane.
Thank you for being a comedy in
It's just something you're constantly having to
think about.
And when you have to deal with that, it can give openings for
Alright, of course. They put Stark mid against Bat. That's a classic.
Bat is getting now you're smoking to top and getting a Bat lasso or something. Finding a pick off. The team is a little bit split. I think the global prowess from the lineup on Dire here is just really, it can be really scary and hard to deal with.
Absolutely can. Relocate, TP, bats with boots of travel. The heroes everywhere swarming the map. Anyway, we've seen from Nigma, Liquid, a lot of these teams,
pretty good
when they
for
win the games,
draft,
through that macro gameplay, controlling the map, making sure you're suffocating your opponents and limiting their farm. I was peeking into this mid lane, so excited to see a mid Slark against the Bat Rider. And so far, he's doing okay for himself. Couple of CS, couple of denies. Bat at 0 and 2. But once he gets his levels up, should get a little easier for Sumail.
This matchup's a lot easier nowadays. It was a little change to the Dark Pact, right, where it doesn't do as much damage to yourself. Is that what it changed? Yeah, because
I think so. Yeah.
It used to be so rough back when.
Yeah, he's had a few buffs because it's like mana cost got reduced a few patches ago as well. So he's had these little buffs tinkering with the hero, Mr. Ice Frog. Yeah. And looking into these side lanes, mind control down bottom with Kuro's Marcy, Poppy and Chrysalis there. We already saw the 1v1 between Marcy and Witch Doctor, where Maledict level 1 is such a great tool to trade and chip away at people.
Indeed, there's kill threat from both of these. On the bot lane, there's kill threat from both, I would say. If Witch Doctor is super out of position, you get that Marcy rebound. He can easily die. On the other side, a casket into a Maledict.
I think Team Song got outdrafted.
It's been enabled again.
Give some mana to the team start, please.
Looks like they got to pull off, so adding on to that Enigma wave drag back through the Eidolons. You get a large camp pull from Zayats, Miracle, and GH. Just going to have to try and drag this wave around. It's always such an awkward position to be in when you've got an Io who's not really a kill hero, Pudge who just wants to farm his first few levels, get to Vanguard, and there's Enigma Tusker just toying, like they're toying with you, dragging waves, moving things around, nothing's comfortable for Enigma in that top lane.
All the lines already.
Yeah, I think Rezo
they're playing after this game, I think. Or is it? I don't know.
Lane. Pudge has a really high base damage, which is always really nice. But yeah, trying to CS against like 6 Eidolons.
It's not fun.
Yeah, not fun, especially with the threat as well of just at any moment with these levels you've got that
Maledict stomping.
The ice shards come out. Like GH especially needs to make sure he's
They need like ancient for him.
I mean, they're going on top already.
The Wraith band for armor.
Eidolons, Zayats. Just behind his creep wave so he doesn't get hooked. But you see that GH takes a step forward and he takes 200 damage just from the clicks of Rezo. There's not really much you can do to fight back. Yeah, you can try and hook and rot, but it's a tanky Tusk, reasonably tanky. Nigma already has his urn as well. As we saw down at bottom, Puppy chasing Kuro into the mid lane. They're both rotating to try and help out because it looks like Sumail's making the call that Nisha's Slug is getting away with a little too much. Oh, wait, up atop. The rot is there. Miracle walking into the Eidolons though.
Oh, punish.
Miracle sharded up now, and Rezo, he's trying to finish him off, but this tether, GH has kept him alive. Even had a Fairy Fire as a backup plan. The Stickers managed to keep Miracle in fighting shape, at least for now.
He changed.
Mid lane, it looks like Nisha will just pounce away. Dispose into the Firefly. He's got the napalm off him. Nisha still being dived. He pops his Fairy Fire.
Still being
so
doved.
close to death.
No,
he's
dove.
gonna drop it. Surely Sumail will finish him off and get first
Still
blood.
being doved? Still being
Oh
doved.
man, first blood for the mid lane, for the Batrider, and you got full XP for that. I think Kuroki was out of range at that point, and you forced a support TP too. I mean, the spot lane should be going pretty nicely for mind control in that 1v1. I think just the ability to harass him down, get those treants out.
Yeah. I lost track of Puppy there. We watched him chasing Kuro, and then we started watching top lane. I'm kind of curious where Puppy went because it felt like he was going to be ready to actually deal with that rotation.
Nigma's doing so much farm.
Hiding in the trees. Thank you.
I think he cast the casket on.
It's going to be nerfed again. It's been nerfed so much.
I don't know. It's a...
Okay.
You got Eon?
Quite in time to help. And now Kuro actually shifting up to top. The roaming Marcy. A little bit of a challenge though with the wave at the Radiant tier 1.
So this leaves room for bot to die.
Yeah, jump on the Prophet.
And he's
absolutely
dead.
right.
Best Prophet in the world, guys.
Cask, making sure there's no TP opportunity, so they can spend the Boundless now, stun him up, and finish up.
That's what they say.
Get themselves on the board.
Me, I'd say like he's like top 3.
Marcy rotating makes sense to me. I think it's good to pressure lanes, but only if the lane is in a really good spot bot, and Witch Doctor is also preoccupied.
They're going mid again. Yeah, Nisha. Nice by Kuroki. Wasted.
That was not nice, was it?
End. Nisha going to get chased down by the Batrider, but now Zayats is here. Combating this aggression. TP forward from mind control.
Wow,
5.5 minutes in. You're absolutely right. He dies, he TPs, and now they aggressively move on tier 1 with the catapult wave. Jump in from Kuro. He actually lands on Zayats here, so another dispose will drag him back into the tree, and the Sprout is there, and Nigma finding a bonus kill for their troubles.
It's a 5-minute move. It happens every time. If you see the Nature's Prophet, you gotta expect this, and they're gonna do so much damage to this tower.
Every time with the catapult.
No way that Secret can defend it. They don't have that wave shove. They don't have long-range ways to draw aggro or poke or
the hell was that Sprout?
Just have to watch the tower die.
Nothing they can do about it. AMC and Sumail going to finish it off. And there it is, mind control getting the last hit. There's even a DD rune spawning bottom, so they can keep shifting this aggression to other lanes and pressuring this Monkey King potentially. Well, it looks like they're just eyeing up mid again. Sumail doesn't want to give Nisha an easy time. They're just going to start getting in your head. You pick the slot to deal with the Batrider. Now you're just getting run down and lassoed up here. He's got it ready. Dispose, lasso. There's Zayats with a snowball, but Sumail dominating now out of this mid lane. He's got all their kills.
This is the problem with current Batrider. You see, like, the Slock is picked as a counter idea. Right, okay, I can just dark pack the sticky, but it's on such a low cooldown, and it does damage now just from being applied. Right, you're just wearing him down, clicking him. I really think
that's the problem.
Play from Nigma to just keep running at him pre-level 6 is just worked out fantastically. Really good idea from them. I think Slock is now with gonna have to max his dark packs and just see if he can recover. It is rough because your mid laner is generally the guy that can rotate and help alleviate pressure from other lanes or make these moves, and Slock is not that playmaking hero.
Yeah, and here's one of the issues that we pointed out
when
during
he
the
was
draft.
winning middle until he got ganked 500
when
times.
He does snowball and he gets that echo, disassemble into Ags, go BKB or whatever, and he's got Hand of Midas queued up now, so it's going to be a recovery game from Nisha. Try and scale into that later portion of the match. And this puts a lot on the shoulders of Crystallis, it feels like. Now he's going to have to become the playmaker.
Yeah, and it's possible. If you look back at even TI11, right? Remember how good the Atoro's Monkey King was at like playing really active and not going super greedy. Like he didn't even go for a Battle Fury. You know, back then it would just be having a Maelstrom, having the ability to fight, and just kind of getting himself super involved and staying on top of the net worth just via that. If Chrysalis can channel that super hard energy and go fight and kill and make space for Slark, I mean, you have that late game scaling for sure to kind of bring you through. It's like you got to invest in your Slark's future and give up a little bit of your game, maybe.
Like Chrysalis, I need you to play like Yatoro.
I don't want to say that. I was saying like Yatoro, just.
That's all you gotta do.
I mean, I'm just referencing a playstyle, you know, in the past, just to say that it's possible. I'm not saying he has to become Yatoro. I mean, Chrysalis, he's got his own style of things.
His own hair. He's got his own hair.
He's got his own hair. I mean, but you're looking at the item build, and he is sort of like looking at that style of play. He's going for that Echo Saber. He wants the Orb of Corrosion. If they have supports that are very good at brawling, so you can enable this playstyle. I think the biggest thing you're thinking about is when you want to rotate out of bot on Chrysalis, because right now, you know, Nature's Prophet, he's got those 3 points in Nature's Call. They are going to be trying to pressure this tower. I think it's hard for you to just sit bot and be able to defend it the way that some other matchups play out. So if he wants to TP top and get a kill on Miracle at any point, if they feel like they can do that,
he's been playing good.
Pretty damn good.
Chrysalis has been playing good.
They're actually doing it right now.
Yeah, like Puppy even threw Cask there onto the creep wave to shove it out, and then they moved.
Miracle,
top.
however, he might be getting the boot soon.
Reasonably tanky, even inside his golden circle, and he turns to fight them. He's got the IO behind him, but the regen's going to run out soon. The black hole came, kills off the Pudge, but in comes the rest of Nigma, fighting into Chrysalis. Sumail's going to run with the Maledictorium. He's ticking lower and lower. They do kill the Monkey King, but Sumail dies in the meantime. Nisha now chasing onto GH, has free reign of this fight. No more stuns to catch him, and Puppy giving chase. Level 3.
Take him in, take him in.
To come, and a snowball forward will clip onto the IO. Oh, nice rebound from Kuro.
That's
Gets GH out of danger, but does put himself in harm's way. Miracle's actually respawned already. Quick respawn, quick TP, and another quick hook. Rezo now dragged into the rot. Lots of very angry players out here coming to fight. And in the end, you know, Secret's move feels like it worked out. They got 2 big core kills. I got a good first black hole of the match to really stick it to Nigma, as it looks like Zayat's. Oh, is the body block's coming? Miracle was thinking about it. I'll have to give up on the task.
They got Nisha involved, which I didn't expect. I thought he would just try and use that move as space to farm. But he got there, he got a permanent Agi, just a little one. I'm not sure if I like it a lot for Secret. I mean, yeah, you get those core kills, but you also overextend a little bit. Your monkey does die. You know, I think they wanted to kind of translate that kill on Pudge into
Bobby the Bold.
What's happening is Nigma just turning it around into
that is very nice.
Look at Pudge go wild with this overcharged tether. Whacking away with his cleavers and his meat hooks.
You just have a kind of you know, the way that the lanes went, the way that Sumail got all those kills, he got his boost of travel so early that, you know, taking that fight top, you're playing into the bad boost of travel. He was able to get there so quickly. You know, all that move speed allowed him to get in there and just kill the Monkey King. Maybe plays out a different way.
I mean, Puppy would be very happy with the outcome of that fight. He got like 500 gold from killing Sumail.
Okay, yes, Puppy loves getting gold, for sure.
He's got his arcane boots, 600 saved up towards a shard.
You know, yeah, we'll hype that one up. Let's go, Puppy.
Yeah. He's going to carry the game.
Yeah, because Sumail was 5-0, and Puppy got the final touch on him.
He's got his level 6, so with the arcane boots, with the power of the arcane boots, he's gonna swing down bot maybe, and could have some good kill threat there.
He's guarding Nisha for now. We'll see what he gets up to. I'm a big fan of Nisha swapping things around. Not going to have the Midas,
commanding lead. Team Star.
He's still going to go for this
wrong in my prediction so far?
Item build, which it feels like they need to do against Nigma here in this game.
Maybe that's a result of how top went. Just because you're thinking, okay, it's fine, Chrysalis will make space, Chrysalis will be the one that goes and fights, and when he goes top and dies in that fashion, you kind of realize, oh, maybe we can't brute force this with like 4v5s while I farm. Maybe I have to get involved and itemize like this because, yeah, this Bat Rider is a big problem.
Yeah. Because When you see one Nigma hero, it's not one, it's 5. They're all here. Like Miracle hooks the Tusk top, and how many Backrider TPs, Prophet TPs, they're trying to backstab Rezo, they kill Zayats, and they can't quite chase up to the Enigma. Sumail's gonna have another try with a flame break. Lasso's coming, but he just straight up black holes him. Now Nisha's in on top of the bat, and Sumail shredded by Rezo's turnaround. Secret ready to come back in, mind control. He's gonna get pounced upon by the monkey, jumping from the canopy down onto the Prophet. The hook to save him. The fairy fire's not enough. And Pudge pounced upon. Save your buddy syndrome coming into play as Chrysalis and Nisha strike back.
This is so bad.
Wow, that was an overextension.
3 cores dead. What are they doing?
They're all looking for this edge. They get GH as well. Puppy and Rezo able to come back into their triangle and kill 4 members of Nigma. It's all about these reactions, responses. And Nigma come top, respond, push back. Secret doing the same thing. All of the fights around this top lane.
Yeah, we see the fruits of them bringing the Slark into things.
Well, they're going again. MC's TP'd in aggressively, but they got a lasso on the monkey to drag him out of the Wukongs. Nisha has already spent his shadow dance
hook of a lifetime?
as Marcy gets the unleash, looks to kill off Chrysalis here with Miracle and Sumail. They did lose the Nature's Prophet in the end. Mind control just a little too deep to set that fight up.
Okay, let me get this straight.
What's the fight
the
around
best
this
Nature's
top
Prophet
tower?
in the world
Nigma
has
really
the
don't
least
want to give
farm
away
out
their
of all
towers.
cores as Nature's Prophet.
Lose 4 heroes
While
there?
they've
You
gotten
think they
3
might
towers.
Relax? No, they go again. They're
Me?
still feeling
I would
it.
have
They
been
wanna
top
keep
net worth.
fighting.
Not died a single
The
time.
longer they keep these towers up, the harder it is for Secret to play. They feel like, though. Obviously, I think the main problem with that 4-man death was just they went too far and weren't able to keep up with each other. You have a boost of travel Batrider who's getting ahead of himself.
He is very good,
The rest of the team
but he's not the top
really
like
keep
me.
up. Like they're trying to kill someone, back there, and Bat's chasing for someone else, and then suddenly you're just completely out of position and feeding like that. And it is something that's avoidable. You're still doing fine, right? Your Pudge and your Bat is still top of the net worth. It's not like you're super behind now and just can't fight. So nice of them to understand that they can still go.
Yeah, they've got a lot of macro maneuverability, getting across the map quickly, but it's like that micro maneuverability is just not there outside a rebound. Monkey King nearly had his Akko Saber. Like to have this triangle to himself. It looks like sharing farm with Rezo. And it's down bottom, Nisha. He's trying to pounce and shadow dance away. Do they have anything to... Oh, yeah, Kuro.
An offensive tip.
Another pounce into the
and
trees.
Mathematically, the amount of time he's straight here.
Wrath of Nature. Sumail's going to fly over them and find Nisha. It's a bit of a struggle to actually keep up with him, but yeah, they've got the dispose there to drag him back into MC.
Okay,
and Nisha's courier died as well, so he's gone for 30, and his diffusal blade is down for 2 minutes.
That is pretty rough. And I was about to say at least Secret are going to go top now and try to take this tower, but Nigma already TPing. We talk about this global ability to get everywhere. Yeah, you're not committing TPs to bot, you're committing a reload, you're committing a Nature's TP. So they are just able to TP to this top tower and say, no, you cannot have anything. We will not ever give you any trades.
Yeah, like straight after that kill bot, Mind Control TP mid to push the wave hard, so Secret have to make this choice of push top, defend mid. What do we want to do? And then everybody TP top from Nigma to safeguard that tower. They're smoking down into bottom jungle now, though. Might find Mind Control as he is farming pretty forward.
Big killer.
His orchid's ready. Oh, did they see him? Jumping over the treants. They don't give chase. They know where he is, though.
Oh, did they not see him? Was that a guess that he was at the south side of the camp? Looked like.
Yeah, it looked like it.
So you're playing with the Slark on Secret. This is a big thing, vision-wise, right? If Secret can kind of get good deep wall sounds, so they see that Nature's playing bot, because that's where he's going to be. No matter like what the game state is like, one thing is always certain: Nature's Prophet will try to farm that bot jungle. You can put a ward on like the cliff bot, the high ground one, to see if he's playing in the trees there. You could put a ward that kind of covers that hard camp, near the entrance that most carries or Nature's Prophet would swing from the triangle to those camps, right? Anytime you can see him, you know that there's just sort of a semi-reliable kill that you can get there as a team. But, lacking that vision, we see that it doesn't quite pan out. They'll put that one on the cliff there instead now.
And keep that vision up. Chrysalis, even scared to show in the mid lane, just boundless strike and Get that primal spring over the trees. It looks like Puppy's trying to bait with illusions. He's got the two, one hero plus one illusion together, faking it out. One illusion in the Roche pit, scouting inside there in case Nigma want to make a surprise sweep into the pit.
Yeah. There's a really nice ward here in the lane top by Nigma. Because they're so adamant about defending this top tower, they just putting that ward down just lets them see the amount of heroes that Secret is always committing to try and push.
Going dagger first.
Miracle shows, missed his hook, but kills off Eidolons. And the backstab from Mind Control, going to get countered by a snowball, and the pounce in from Crystalis. Oh, Nigma, they've got to back up now. They've lost MC, over eager to play aggressively. Miracle also in trouble. Nisha pounces in, but they've got the reload save. GH takes him all the way back. Not to base, but behind tier 3. Sumail pounced upon under tier 1 tower, though, and Nisha and Crystalis.
I can only cringe so hard.
They have, just jumping Nigma heroes, finding them isolated. I can probably go look for more as Kuro getting snowballed on.
Wait, why is he there?
Trapped in the forest, punched into oblivion. Secret fighting back and getting these stacks up on Nisha's slog.
Nice.
Team Star
what
is
a save from Tusk there.
Incredibly good team and incredibly bad team.
You know, it's hard to commit like that when you have that save because it gave Secret so much time to just connect all 5 of their heroes top, bring in those numbers.
Nice animation on his back there.
Yeah, it's about time.
At long last. Oh, they're aiming mind control bottom. Already 4 deaths on this Prophet. He's so eager to get involved. Tries to push that bottom lane, but it looks like Secret have found their groove. Now they're the ones able to move from lane to lane.
Actually, Drunkmer's
still hold the black hole for the next team fight. And probably pivot towards mid and look for tier 1 there.
It's a little riskier for them to push towers, but getting kills like this opens up the map for them, or it opens up the opportunity for them to poke at towers or try and take objectives or just kind of reclaim map space. I'm glad they could finally get top tower for themselves. You know, that is just a big relief there since Nigma have been using that tower so religiously as a TP point to keep fights and bringing them to Secret. And yeah, utilizing that ward. And that ward bot on that cliff is big for them. They just always want to be able to see who's playing in this bot jungle. If you can get any kill off it, I mean, it's so value. Because Nigma are focusing all their vision to top, so they don't see these movements to bot at all.
And it's pretty much always mind control down in that bottom part of the map.
Slug is climbing back to the top soon.
It looks like they are pinging out that there's some kind of vision over there. Marcy wants to head down.
Mass shooting.
The sentries in the inventory from the backpack. Try and scout things out here to give a bit more room to MC.
In this stream.
And there it is. We'll find the odds in the end.
Look at those 2 sentries. It actually has to be the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. Just misses the ward on both of them.
Oh, up at top, yeah. That's unfortunate. Some tier 2 items. Get us that nice little bullwhip for Rezo.
So there is no way for them to really cancel the black hole other than getting a lasso off somehow, but it's a bit difficult, you know? Otherwise, maybe they'll just rely on Pudge hooking to save people from black hole. But other than that, right, you can get this black hole off. There is a definite win condition there. There's no Venge or Wyvern threatening you if you don't have a Lincoln Sphere. So he's going to go for that Blink Dagger now on Rezo. We're going for these BKBs on Crystalis, and Niche are going for that Ags. When they hit these items, they're going to be really, really powerful. And I think that's when they feel most comfortable to start actually smoking up and looking for those big team fights. They're not pushing the issue with this mid tower. They don't care enough to throw away their lives on this. They know that they have actual timings coming up, and for now they've just been skirmishing and bringing numbers to try and kind of stave off the aggression from Nigma and not let this bat lineup sort of run over them.
Yeah, and knowing how quickly that Nigma could head into the Roche pit. They don't want to lose a team fight right on his doorstep. I mean, Nigma were even scanning Roche, trying to figure out where Secret are, because they've been off map for quite some time. Zayat's holding out top, 4 heroes sitting in mid, and they will group up by their mid tier 2.
Yep.
Smoking with Rezo, Zayats, and Puppy.
Crystalis hit his BKB timing before... Oh no, Miracle was about to get his as well. They're actually matching the timings. So we might see a smoke into smoke.
Definitely a possibility. Secret might be the ones that just come in with a strike first. They don't head up to triangle. They're looking for MC lurking down in his bottom right-hand corner. Won't find him. He's farming ancients.
Oh shit!
They've realized now. Zayats are just charging forward. Get a
Valve
bit of vision
against
down.
betting, by the way.
Might have spotted him on his way out. It does look like with this GH smoke from the mid lane. We'll connect in. Miracle leading. Sumail very speedy with his smoke on him. 550 move speed. And he's got the gap close to get onto Chrysalis. BKB up, but the lasso's there to drag him to high ground. Doesn't get quite on top of the cliff. And Miracle, a little isolated inside his Wukong's command. He's just going to be turned on and focused by the monkey, but the reload save gets him out of there. Off to the right-hand side.
Okay, actually good relocate. Still fighting.
Through Rezo. The Unleash
oh my god.
Black hole play, and Nigma get 2 double kills.
My god, that went so well for them. I thought it was going to be a rough one after Sumail lassoed the BKB. But I suppose he's used, you know, that's his 9-second BKB on Chrysalis. You're having most of it go down just to a lasso. And you're not killing the bat in response, right? So I guess you're kind of losing out instantly there on Secret. They found it really hard to get into that fight. Nigma had this really nice deep ward down just on the staircase, like bottom left as well. So they're just seeing a lot of where Secret is, which helps that fight.
Where's Nigma? Where's Nigma doing this fight?
As well.
Where is he?
And the fact that GH reloads Miracle
here comes in,
right, he goes on top of Nisha, so he can continue doing damage. Oh, it's the Orchid on the Enigma that also helped out. Make sure there was no black hole, as Kuroki's Marcy has so much damage with his Unleash.
Yeah, definitely big there that Enigma doesn't have that blink, but he'll have it soon. Obviously, okay, Nigma have Aegis now. This is big for them. It's going to give them a lot of opportunity to keep fighting.
What does Enigma have? He's got 10k gold. Is it just a Wraith pack? Where's his BKB?
They know that they're
this is the time when Enric goes pro and carry alliance again.
You took that fight in a good way where you didn't let them have Black Hole, but now in about like 1 to 2 minutes, Enigma's going to have his blink. And they
but
have
going pro requires effort.
Even if you have an Aegis, a 4-man Black Hole or something like that.
I've gotten so lazy, I just watch
win a fight for
free content and leave sometimes. I've gotten very lazy.
They've even got blink on Puppy as well. So Witch Doctor can blink on the black hole, maledict a few people. Has his shard too, so Voodoo Switcheroo, a little safety mechanism for the Witch Doctor. And yeah, absolutely a fight that Secret couldn't afford to lose, giving this Aegis over to Nigma. But they are hunting, wanting to try and break out of this rut and get a kill on Kuro. Important now for them to try and de-ward this bottom jungle though, because there's 2 dire observer wards here that see everything they're doing. It looks like they'll miss out on both of them. Oh, that second sentry.
It's just...
They have a Slark.
Just missing these wards. This is repeatedly... I mean, great warding coming out then from Nigma. Having that bot one that stayed... that top ward, sorry, in the lane that stayed up for so long. And these 2 right now in the bot jungle as well. Poor Puppy.
It's a difficult task.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Only the beginning of the War of the Wards.
I think it's just you're trying to cover like multiple spots at once, because you're looking for sometimes a ward is planted at the top of those stairs to the left of that sentry, and then also the top of the stairs to the right of that sentry. I think that might, or I know some people really like to ward the actual camp that sentry's in front of as well.
That's true.
Yeah,
maybe a bit more communication with Zayats there. They could have separated these 2 sentry wards a little better to get some more coverage, but you know, what's done is done. Nigma will keep their vision up.
Indeed. I mean, if Nisha ever just swings down there, he'll find them.
That's true. Yeah, that's always the bonus of having a Slark on your team. Shadow Dance passive. A Secret, they're sticking it bot. But again, Nigma, they know what's coming around this corner.
I think if they click Puppy there, they know that he just placed his ward. Oh, because they saw him on the ward walk down.
Yeah, so they're very likely going to get de-warded.
This is such a scary fight to take. You're just under Nigma's vision.
And Miracle, pretty aggressive, blinks into the Eidolons and the creep wave.
He's got Aegis.
Secret, very afraid though.
He's manly now.
They'll try and go on Sumail, but he's got a BKB.
Grab him.
Batrider with the ability now to just lasso the Zayat's Tusk. Kuro's jumped in, and they've got the backup. Nisha aiming for GH, trying to find the IO.
Donkey getting got on hook. The damage. Oh, no.
His bound strike brings him to full. Fights Kuro and takes it
fight
down.
is over.
He's gone, and so is the IO. The Slark is on mind control now. The BKBs from Nigma Galaxy being wasted. Expended defensively as MC still going to get brought down mid-TP.
But that's what they say. That's what Arch says all the time. Arch, where's Arch?
His life. Miracle gets to Fountain.
He couldn't even cue the hill where you leave.
Vision.
Oh yeah, I mean they both had.
I think it's Peppa panicking.
The cliff ward too. Oh my God, Nisha is hunting. Relax, my friend.
So if you're being hunted, you just
go for that,
sprout the path, then they can't go past it.
I bought the blade and I'll damn well use it.
Hell yeah. There was that blink from both of them. And Bat has to commit his BKB. Just to live to make sure he gets out. I mean, yeah, you're killing... Wait, did he even kill Tusk? I don't think he did.
He did.
He lassoed him, but he...
It's a mistake.
He did die. He did die, yeah.
It's a bad punch play, I think, going on him.
Meanwhile, like, the fight becomes super split as a result. Sumail pulls back the Tusk, and Miracle goes in on Chrysalis, but he gets that lifesteal off, and meanwhile, Slark is on your IO, on your backlines, and no one's really protecting it. It's really important when you play versus heroes like that you have full stars, Glimmer Cape, stuff like that. Otherwise, you know, GH becomes food. He has a mech, but that's not enough to keep him alive versus this Nisha Slark, who is starting to really start to scale with his Ags and going for a BKB of his own now.
Yeah, that was your Aegis fight. That was meant to be a dominant
it's okay, he's trying.
Nigma. Now losing
Give
out
you
on
some
it.
support.
Secret.
Give him a clap. Trying their best.
Edging closer and closer to late game where they've got this black hole threat. He's got Blink. He's working on BKB for resolution. Of course, Chrysalis and Nisha both looking at these BKBs as Miracle misses the hook, unfortunately for him, but they do lasso the Tusk again. Kill off Zayats, bring the numbers. But after this kill, take control of top and mid lane. Still a scary prospect playing into black hole around objectives.
It's not super imperative to play top right now just because there's no Roshan. However, you're still happy to do it. If you can take a tier 2 tower, that's always going to benefit you, being able to have access to the outpost whenever
he's
you
got
move
some good
down
damage
there.
now. Maybe an AC next, or is he buying?
I think we're seeing the little intricacies of Secret's draft right now, just in how they can you know, waste these BKB timings on Nigma with, you know, Tusk Snowball, Tusk Punch. I think Rezo played that fight in the right way to not die, but he was constantly like blinking back and kind of baiting Nigma heroes in to use stuff on him. Like the threat of the black hole was very present in that last fight for them, I would say.
That's why they're all spreading so wide, right?
Getting worse.
Targets,
Enigma,
trying to find the Tusk,
BKB,
the monkey at the same time.
It's coming.
Yeah.
At some point, you've got to focus, just dogpile on a hero and maybe hope for the best. Secret now on the offensive. Lane Ward might scout out Nigma's approach. They see Sumail. Big damage from that. Boundless strike and punch. That was your mid-bat, who's now gone. Relocate needed, and Chrysalis just opens up on Kuroki. Monkey King comes out with a double kill. Secret, they've got all the momentum they need now. Oh, they're going to find the reload back, aren't they? Wait, where's... Wait, what?
What?
Hooked? He got hooked!
Oh, he got hooked!
Oh man, that's sick! I forgot you could do that.
Yeah.
Black hole bottom though, mind control dragged into it. Gets the BKB off, and Miracle arrives in the bottom lane. Chrysalis trying to save his Enigma, but it's too late. Miracle and mind control, they will have to try and disengage, but the TP out from Prophet, the IO with the tether, Miracle healed up by the
resolution, Peppa Beat.
Tier 2, the Tusk. He's
You
going to
want
have to
to
be the
thank
sacrifice from
Resolution
Secret here.
for his
The buyback
time
from
in
Bat
Secrets.
also compounding the issues for Nigma as they get run at.
Well, for the buyback at least.
Getting a little too big for your boots there. Thinking, alright, we're in these fights. Let's just try and spread ourselves a little thin. Didn't have that backup for the black hole. He got his race pack down just before he died, but yeah, not able to get any more kills there. And now they're just gonna smoke up. They have this lasso, they're looking for a kill. Something like this is perfect opportunity for Nigma to kind of snowball those kills into something more.
It feels like they've got to. Batrider has slipped from being top 2 in the net worth down to bottom of the cores. And Prophet getting a lot more priority, like you said, during the draft. He can transition into that, or he will transition into that right-click core. Bloodthorn, and working on the Assault Cuirass next.
Yeah. Feels like this game is... There's a lot of priority needed on Nigma for these team fights. Oh, what is happening? Slark is in the middle of everyone.
Yeah, he's just clearing out Dire Jungle. Double pounce, Shadow Dance. Is there anything to stop him?
Back in my days, I used to catch from TP.
Nearly got it. But yeah, it feels like these fights could go really well if Mind Control's able to get on someone like Tusk at the start of the fight with his Bloodthorn and just stick it to him, because he is so valuable, right, in all of his saves and his ability to stall out BKBs. Oh, Puppy.
Is he melting? He looks pretty dead.
Puppy through that voodoo switcheroo, tries to turn and fight. They've got the reload back, and the kill on Crystallis comes.
Wait,
Kuro's Unleash. Yet again, just proving how powerful this Marcy can be, even from a position 5 role.
Good Marcy, so busted, man.
MC won't be able to grab him. There's another pounce, but there's no TP here for Nisha. You might have to utilize Shadow Dance to slip away from Nigma's grasp, because they are diving deep. Zayats and Puppy are in behind the slog. Sumail and
you baited! You baited!
Nigma, they go a step too far. Mind Control pounced upon by Crystallis. They
got
the damage to kill him mid-TP. And now Marcy, tracked back by the Slug and Monkey King. The chase potential of Secret is supreme.
Now that felt like very tunnel vision right there. Did he just like forget about the enemy?
Into each other over and over again.
One more kill. Yeah, GH might be it. He's got a Ghost Scepter and a tether across TP home.
Wow, that was a nice play.
But this is all around the timing when Roshan's about to spawn. Secret, they peek inside, but it's still another 40 seconds to go. Nigma will all be alive in time to fight.
And how do you fight? So you want to either bait things out or just have, the perfect quote-unquote team fight. If, I don't know, Pudge can stick on the Slark and kind of waste his time. You have Nature's Prophet killing that backline off. And Batrider, if you can get that last one to Crystallis. These are all sort of things you want to see happening. I mean, it's really hard. You just kind of want to break them apart as a team so that they're not together. When they're together, that's when you're scared of this black hole. I think Secret do have a much easier job of covering themselves in a fight, whereas Nigma, it's scary when Slark is jumping on your backline and you're trying to focus on that forward problem.
They found the Enigma. There's going to be no black hole. Oh, there is going to be a black hole. He got his BKB off and he turns to fight with Nisha.
Blink out. Nice.
Saving up Rezo. They hook back Puppy, but he's got the voodoo switcheroo. Inside the Wukong's Kuro. He can't stand his ground. Has to rebound out. But in comes Mind Control now, silencing the Monkey King inside the trees. He's life-stealing back up and Zayas with another jump. Finding the stun on George MC. Getting Secret. A triple kill on Crystallis. And into the Roche pit they go. Oh, Nigma trying to brute force these fights. It's not working out for them. And GH is going to get picked off all the way back in that Radiant Triangle. Ooh. 4 kills for Secret. And now looking at Aegis with the Shard. A 3,500 net worth swing there going to the Radiant as well.
Nice.
7k experience with nothing
the
for
Shard
Nigma.
as well. Very good on Slark.
Got your BKB, Gary. This is it. Enigma, he's not powerless anymore. You can't just, Bloodthorn him and call it a day.
He was too slow with the stun follow-up. It was literally 0.01 second.
Right? If you can get that off even for a second, they're covering each other.
Literally 0.01 second for the stun.
They're able to just do so much
That wasn't
damage.
GH for walking away.
It usually feels so bad when you're 100 HP and use BKB, but that has got to be one of the best low HP BKB turnarounds I've ever seen from Rezo. And it's just like you said, he knew exactly that they've got Pounce, they've got this Primal Spring, the Tusk with the Blink, the Snowball, and a Force Staff. So much maneuverability here from Secret to gap close and fight back.
Yeah, they're struggling at this point, it feels like, with their damage on their forward cores, the Pudge. Obviously, he does a lot of sustained damage, but in terms of burst, I mean, for him and Batrider, it's not exactly there. A lot of your damage is coming from Mind Control with his Bloodthorn, and he feels bad to just TP right into the thick of it because, we talk about how much mobility Secret has to really get in there and stick it on them. It's very dangerous for him. He doesn't really have anything other than a BKB to defend himself. There's no, Linkins, there's no Force Staffs. Like, the Io has gone for a mech and a ghost just to keep himself alive versus Slark, who's constantly going for him. And your Marcy's going for the semi-core build, the BKB rush, might see her get a basher. I mean, that could be helpful, to be honest, if Kuroki's able to get a basher. But yeah, you're really lacking these support items that help you maneuver around the fights.
Trying to scale and scale. Well, it's feeling like Secret have just got the better heroes that innately do that. Dire scanning, bottom right corner. Nobody here. Smoke comes to nothing. Well, Secret smoke. Oh, they're going to position themselves up on this high ground. Good ward from them as well. Into the Dire triangle.
And it's nighttime. You got that night vision on Slav.
They saw Rezo with a treant, but it doesn't seem to matter. They're jumping straight in onto mind control, sniping the Prophet. As Sumail goes for the lasso onto Rezo, looking to pick off this Enigma before he gets a black hole out. And Miracle will secure it. Kuro unleashed, but now runs away from the Voodoo switcheroo, while Sumail trying to force staff and push Nisha away. It's the psychic headband, in fact, while Crystalis. Another fight where he comes out with a double kill. 13, 3, and 9 on this Monkey King. 16 stacks on his Deso, still holding Aegis. And Secret, another domineering move. Finding the pick off, trading the Enigma, but he didn't waste Black Hole. He'll have it in 40 seconds when he respawns.
16 stacks, 13 agility.
Trade those offlaners. Definitely a bigger blow for Secret to lose your big Black Hole, but at the same time, they're so strong without him that they don't even really seem to care.
Yeah, Nigma need every piece of the puzzle here. Secret feels like they can fight with any pairing or trio.
I'm honestly really feeling the change to Tenacious Prophet with that shard, and it kind of helps me understand why teams like BetBoom aren't super prioritizing him anymore. Because it's like, he's there, you're doing damage in these team fights, but the impact of having that 15-minute shard and being able to push lanes really hard and pressure with those, yeah, I'm feeling that a lot.
Oh, Kuro, he wanted to de-ward. Not gonna work out for him.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we talked about Monkey and Slark and Tusk and Enigma, but it's like, Witch Doctor has Blink as well. He's had this for a while. Every single hero from Secret can just immediately snap onto a target they want to.
It's also really nice that Puppy's able to defend himself with that Voodoo switcheroo. We've seen a couple times now, Nigma initiating on him and him just pressing that.
Looking a little bit one-sided now.
You can't just sit there waiting for him to come out of it, because that's when.
Oh no, no.
How many times have we seen this? Trying to hide in the trees. Rezo's going to black hole the hook across, not stopping it. The Dismember will, but they've already lost their Prophet. And Rezo, reasonably tanky, just takes all the damage from the
I don't think there's any other Prophet this tournament.
Punching back the Pudge, they've got a lasso on the slot, dragging him back to the Dire base. The rest of Secret are backing him up though. Crystalis,
that was pretty good trade though. 1 for 1, Black Hole used.
And when it's relocate, comes back in.
Oh my!
He's here with a cat.
Oh my God! Do you see that timing?
Getting another takedown.
It was like an entire. It was not even close.
The last seconds of this age.
Like maybe it's not Giga easy, but that was
utilized it
like
so well to build themselves up here. 30+ minutes in.
Well, there is a dead Enigma with no Black Hole. Could be a timing here for Nigma.
Yeah, they're going for it. But Nisha so quick on his fingers, gets the Shadow Dance off, and Sumail punch into the sky, lands down, and now Miracle, maledicted, death warded, caught up in the shards and the dispose. It makes things worse. In the igloo, he's stuck there, and the dive from Secret.
It's over.
They're on to Kuro. He gets off his BKB, but he's dead.
Sumail's impact after laning stage.
Open up on the tier 3 of the barracks.
So you're feeling it, right? This lack of 4-stars, this lack of saves, as soon as anyone gets gone on, they just die. There's just no getting out. Even if you're a Batrider, a hero that likes to buy 4-star, he's gone for this Octarine core instead. It feels so greedy. The best fights they're getting are when they're able to kind of cause enough chaos to split up Secret in some way. That bot fight, they were able to get that lasso off on Enigma on this sort of backline area, while Slark and the others are kind of racing forwards. And that just seems to be the best scenario that they're getting. It just seems really hard for them in general to force this type of fight, especially when
the player was break Lincoln into battle.
Yeah. I mean, this is what we're looking for from Secret against Entity, this balance of being able to fight early on, match the tempo of your opponents, and still have late game scaling. Nigma have gone pretty hard the other way. They've gone for this tempo, trying to get early game under their belt. They did so. The first 10-15 minutes looked exceptional from them. But I think Secret have just had a very good read of the direction of this game once it goes a little later.
Yeah. Oh, Nisha's gonna spot them out here.
He says hello. Sentry ward's down. Miracle blinks away. Chrysalis was also pouncing across the treetops. Secret to reposition themselves under their own high ground observer ward, while Nigma, they're all back in their base.
Not to harp on this idea, but I do think not win condition, but a condition to help Nigma win their fights, at least, with this 4-star, it could be this lasso. If he gets a 4-star, if someone else gets a 4-star, it looks like GH is actually going for one now, right? If you're able to nab someone and pull them back twice, it is, you know, into your base, especially if you're like having to do a base defense, that could be a quick kill.
Yeah, and drag the monkey out of his Wukongs, because so far that's been a big problem of Nigma. They want to get in on top of someone, and they're dealing with Black Hole, the zone control that you talked about, the Wukongs, all this stuff on the floor.
If Nigma can just use this lasso in a way to drag Secret out of position, then they could definitely win a fight off the back of that. Especially if they're getting a kill from that lasso.
Slark every game now.
Kuro. Looks like Rezo just gonna idle on bottom, TP up to outpost. Prepare themselves for the potential Roshan respawn in 5 seconds. By keeping all the waves shoved in. 1.5 minutes to go.
Obviously, the nice thing for them, Secret are looking for 100 different openings. So
I got punished by Shard. The CDR is really good. 2 reasons. One, because you're only gonna eat once per fight anyway.
If anyone finds anyone, you know, we're ready to rush
2, because
to
it costs
them.
money.
We have ultimate map
Which
control.
can be used
we have
on
a slot. We have a gem.
It's
We're
better.
controlling the vision. We're controlling the map. They have
Like
a
there's a Shiva.
very clear idea of where Nigma is playing at all times.
Yeah, in their base.
Yeah, in their base.
Observer Ward sees them. Eidolon see them. Secret. I'm gonna have to send someone bottom in a short while to deal with mind control split pushing. That can, of course, just be the Enigma with the boots of travel. Go down there, put the Eidolons to contend with those Treants. And now 40 seconds for Roche. Secret with triple observer wards covering that top jungle and in the dire base. Looks like Sumail trying to utilize this ninja gear just to keep himself hidden.
And Rezo's going for his refresher. Gonna be really hype having that double black hole. Obviously, we saw top. There is that little risk by not having a Lincoln Sphere. If he gets hooked while black holing, that dismember can just cancel the black hole. But I guess he's feeling pretty good. He's got an Eon disc currently disassembled in his backpack, ready at a moment's notice to, you know, assemble it together and break something like the dismember.
Yeah, all the lassos. It looks like Nisha catching a glimpse of Kuroki. Zayas, he wanted in, but a good little rebound away there. Gets the distance Kuro needed. So Secret, they poke into enemy triangle, get some wards down. Think about Roshan now. He is up and scouted by a Treant. Secret need to get eyes in the pit.
Well, what is the biggest and best win condition of all, Gary? Come on.
Black hole?
No, it's the rapier, which Mind Control has just purchased for himself.
Is he actually? Oh god, yeah, you're right.
Oh.
What is better than
my second answer would have been? Yeah, my second answer would have been buybacks.
No.
I was not guessing that rapier coming.
We're going all in.
We are indeed. MC trying to hide it.
The color red.
They've given this Roche freely to Secret.
Oh no,
so
no.
Aegis over on Chrysalis.
How many times has he died?
In his inventory.
He's like 8 times.
A nullifier to deal with these ghost scepters, or a rapier of his own. Probably the nullifier.
He's got a nullifier on Chrysalis.
Oh, he's finished it, has he?
Yeah. Rezo has that refresher shard. 2 black holes.
And an arcane rune.
Yeah, this is looking a little scary.
He kind of wants to go now. Give me an opportunity, please, Nigma. Run at us. Very disciplined from Nigma, though, just keeping as hidden as they can. That deep base ward, it's seen mind control. Secret will know that there's a rapier in play.
Yes. And now I think the high priority for Nigma should be like Io sticks with Nature's Prophet. He's been playing with Miracle pretty much all game, but at this point, mind control needs to. Oh man.
Sumail? Yeah, he goes into Lasso Puppy, but Zayat is
there. You don't want to show the rapier. I don't know if he's done it.
Secret.
If they know he's got rapier, they're just gonna beeline
up and look for the
kill
next
him
play.
in fights.
Nigma do have the high ground vision. Nisha, he knows it's there. They'll come in to deward it as a team. Guard the spots on the map as the hook across. Pole, the kick back. Verrk isolated from his team, and look at how much damage he takes. So quickly dispatched with.
He didn't use anything.
Secret. Find the immediate kill on the carry of Nigma.
Yeah. No lasso, no fear. You know, that's the biggest tool that they have to punish Secret's lineup on cooldown.
T1 lose. Well, they lost 2 games.
Positioning is everything right now for Nigma. Your Nature's Prophet has absolutely nothing to get himself out. GH with that mech, he is actually even going for Vladza. He didn't go for his 4-staff. I mean, you need this stuff to kind of help mind control.
Yeah.
He's playing, it's such a risk. Everything is such a risk. It feels like they're just tiptoeing a line really hard on Nigma. And for Secret, everything is so open and easy.
It's like Nigma trying to not throw the game. They don't want to straight up lose. But at some point, you're going to have to play to win. You have to match Secret's moves up to your high ground. As Secret are the ones to jump in and kick Kuro back.
Not my ex-girlfriend.
Into the waiting arms of Nisha Slark. The lasso comes. Tuss dragged back with a black hole.
There it is. The rapier, here we come. Click.
GH saves MC so he can turn with the rapier and try and do damage into Nisha, but he's got Shadow Dance.
Here we go. Hit.
Inside. It gets his BKB off and away he goes with that depth shroud as well.
Maybe the short is a little bit too good.
Zoning away Nigma, who didn't want to fight into it. But at the very least, they keep the Prophet alive and rapier in their hands.
Now, how quickly can Secret reset is the question for them, because you have used Lasso, you have used Relocate, and you use buybacks on Pudge and Marcy. This is massive for Secret, giving them, like, if they're able to go take another fight now, they have the refresher shot on Enigma. They can just use it, and you have that black hole again. So this time there would be no save. You know, can they smoke up here and just run back into them?
Yeah, I'm just, everyone's eyes on MC. Like, make sure you're safe. Make sure you're secretly hidden away in the trees somewhere. He's going to have GH behind him, but 30 seconds until reload comes. It's going to be timed here by Secret with a move forward. Zayat dismembered before he can punch or kick anybody.
There it is! The black hole on one!
Not clipping Sumail, only
the grab?
Miracle, but look at Miracle died to this.
Micro's going to hit.
Another kick and punch from Zayat.
He's doing it.
For Kuro as MC pummeled by the Death Ward. Rapier's about to be on the floor. He's in the sprout, but he's found by Slark. The pounce across will get Nisha a double kill. And Chrysalis grabs the Rapier. Team Secret on the verge of victory here in game 1.
Yeah, I'm struggling to find things that Nigma can do to bring this one back.
I mean, there's no buyback on Pudge. Prophet doesn't have Rapier anymore. It might just be a case of think about game 2 here, boys. Mind Control will buy back. Try their hardest to defend this final lane of barracks. Nisha and Chrysalis making short work of them as they get the jump from Zayas, but he's immediately silenced, can't punch or kick. They get one pick, but they've lost their buildings. The base in disarray. And Nigma really with no options left now.
Secret have played this so well, and they understand that they don't even need to look for mind control. He has a rapier, sure, but you kill the Pudge first instead. It doesn't matter anymore. You know, like a whole, you know, big set of utility for Nigma, that hook to save teammates, that, you know, he has that shot as well, like any save, that all of that disappears when this Pudge dies. So you kill the Pudge, and then you can just go for the Nature's Prophet afterwards. You're sitting pretty, you have a basher on Slark, you have so many ways to lock them down even through BKB.
Yeah.
You're just not sweating.
It's like an angry swarm of bees. You're just like, okay, I've dealt with one of them. There's another one here. There's a tusk jumping me. There's a witch doctor jumping me. And then you're thinking, wait, where's the queen bee? Where's this black hole from Enigma? it's there. It's hiding. But it's absolutely watching you for the moment to come in.
Yeah, this has just been a hard one to come back into.
I mean, there's not much going on right now. I mean, they're 46k elite. What do you want me to say? I can talk about your mother if you want.
You're just constantly playing with
limited options
to fight, limited vision to play off of. Everything just feels like it's getting smaller and smaller and further away from you.
She used a new technique today.
And now Secret are just going to look for any pick-off they can get to snowball that into a good fight for them. Waiting for someone to show and be out of position so they can jump.
Waiting for someone in the mid lane to show. Puppy, lasso, Dragged into the dire base, but he's
3
got the
seconds is so much better. He forgot about the change.
Now and killed as Nigma
it got
retreats away
buffed.
from the Wukongs.
Miracle from 2 to 3. Need to read the patch notes.
Glimmer of hope for Nigma.
I think Miracle might be getting lazy, guys.
I mean, that's kind of the best situation you can really hope for, right? Just they overcommit a little bit, and you're able to snatch that death. They even held it off for a little while with that switcheroo. I thought they would get the Slark shot off as well to keep them
this
safe,
is a lower bracket. Loser is eliminated. This is the first game though.
Nisha
still
knowing where all that vision is. D-ward one of the obs in the triangle, knows the other one exists. And 2 wards up top, very defensive from Nigma, knowing that these fights will occur on the doorstep of their base.
Yeah. I mean, so the most likely place that they're going to come from, just because of how Roshan is on the map, right? It may respawn in 1 minute. Right, that's when we're going to start to have secret focus. Play it safe. They're not going to throw this game. They know what's
I'll just ride him.
This is TI. You don't rush into that base and die and throw it all away. So they're going to look for any opportunity they can get. If someone is out of position, they will make the jump for it, but they're not going to overcommit.
Especially when they've got Rapier. It's one of those weird little mind games where, you know, MC has Rapier as a last-ditch effort, then Chrysalis takes it, but he's going to have to be wary not to give it away. Oh, that's a good move, though. Zayat finds the catch. Sumail, his BKB is worthless against the physical damage of Secret. They do get a hook and an Eidolon.
But it's not. It's Monkey King.
It is a monkey. Okay, I wasn't wrong. I thought it was a monkey, but it's like, oh, it's an Eidolon. Never mind. JK, reverse Uno back on you. Nisha, he's BKB'd up and Rezo's in the black hole, catching the GHIO, but there's Sumail with the lasso, dragging him across the tier 4s towards Fountain as MC focused down, and Miracle, the death ward's on him. They've killed Kuro. Maldic ticking him down. Miracle's done for. Another death ward from Kuro, punched into the Wukongs, and Secret, they've got it now.
Actually,
GG called. Game 1.
Well played. Good game, though.
As they dive the Fountain for good measure.
Give it a clap. Clap for a good game.
Celebratory black hole from Rezo in there as well.
I want to see
very
mind control stats.
From Secret.
I guess he died
10
times.
Mark,
10 times.
Like there was just nothing.
9 or 10, I'd say probably 9.
That's a good solid early game from Nigma, keeping that tempo up, making sure that these 3 semi-cores, basically, the Bat, the Pudge, I mean, yes, scaled later into the game, but they just didn't have anything after 20 minutes to deal with Monkey, Slark, and Nigma, and these,
they died the most out of it.
Blink daggers and maneuverability items that Secret had in the team fights.
Yeah, there was just no real way for Nigma to disengage from anything. They didn't have the burst to kind of kill someone and then get out. And just, I really felt this lack of foresight. It's just something that I value a lot. After seeing these qualifiers, it has to be one of the most bought items, it feels like. And teams that have it just seem to do so much better in just, your ability to force a BKB, get out. And they didn't have that. When they committed, they committed. And Team Secret were much better at punishing that with all of this AoE control and stuns.
So
and my God, I mean, even the threat of